can saw that roller is making the squeaking sound, and I decided to buy the replacement one. Got it from eBay. It was about $89. Came from China, but what I was personally looked when I bought this, there is some rollers on eBay, this tension assembly, but you see how well it's connected together. This looks like a factory, and in many on the eBay they looks like the cheap welt or something like that. It looks black, but this one looks exactly like the same. So I don't know, maybe those pulleys are good, but I prefer something to looks like a factory. And because I think this is the good quality part, here is the information about the seller on eBay. And so basically my plan is not to replace the entire assembly, because even if it feels kind of legit, but there is no any like Mercedes number, and this is the aftermarket part. And basically I bought it because I'm only interested in the pulley itself, in the bearing. Yes, I probably could reassemble my old one and replace the bearing and then connect them together, but I don't want to do that. And I think for me it's better to leave all these parts except the roller, the original, because I have no problems with that. I know there is a factory part installed with the Mercedes-Benz number, and there's a spring inside, and I'm confident that specification of that spring, which provides the tension for the roller, probably gonna be the more accurate because it's factory. And I want to just swap this moving part. So it looks like there is a center bolt, and this is the like T40, I believe they already found. Yeah, that's T40. And on the back you can see there is a place for the bolt coming out. So my plan is to like unscrew the pulley itself and swap just a moving part to the car. We'll see how it goes. So, and I know there is probably like 25 Newton meters torque for this pulley. Okay, I'm gonna put something not to scratch it. This is some information from ChatGPT, but please double check. It's pretty tight, I can tell you. Yeah, I cannot even take it out with the first attempt. Okay, I'll try to put the extractor. Okay, let's set it on the first, second. It's not even going. Yeah, which makes me think that I'll have a hard time to take out my other one. Yeah, I put it in the second position and it's get out pretty easy. But I think I'll have probably good breaker bar extension to undo the bolt on the car side. Okay, that's the bolt, looks like. This is the metal cover, and this is the actual pulley itself in the bearing. So I'm only interested in this thing. and this is how this looks like. So it goes on it like kind of sleeve, and then just this kind of cover and the center bolt. And I Google is about like 25 Newton meters when you tighten it. And see here, I don't see any thread lock was used. I don't see anything. So basically I need to do the same on the car, and probably I cannot squeeze this tool. That's why I'll probably will use just this head and connect it to the wrench and put some like the metal tube on top, and while like holding it good, forcing it to the bolt itself, I'll have to crack it loose. Yeah, well, that's how the pulley looks like. You see, this actual bearing is sandwich between these two metal pieces. In order to replace the bearing, you need to like file these points, connecting points, then separate the metal part, and only after that you can get the access to the bearing itself. Yeah, but this is some number on the bearing. Okay, we'll see. Okay, this is probably not a good position, so I'll probably need to move this roller up and pin it in the start position. Okay, so what I'm planning to do for that, so this is my replacement pulley. As you can see, there is kind of pin, and I'll use just some hex to hold it in the same kind of place. And for that, first need to take out the belt. So this is the 17mm wrench. And my task is move the pulley a little bit up so I have better access. Oh, this is too thick. Need to find something thinner. Okay, probably good idea to take out this fresh air intake on the way. And you see there is a hole, and I have to align it, the roller to the hole, going to the tensioner. It's right there. Yep, so that's it. So now it's secured. Oh, just like this. So now it's holding into the body. So now I have here, I do believe, the better access to get that bolt out. Yeah, but still not enough. Probably if you're gonna buy the instrument, so get it so it's not that long, because this is a bit long, and I don't think I have a good enough room to take this out. I need to figure out something else. Okay, and this came out really easy. Almost didn't apply any pressure came out pretty easy, which is good for me. And now I can unscrew this roller. Torques out, then just the bolt. Okay, and that's how the tensioner pulley is out. Okay, now the interesting fact, so try to compare this one and the one which I have to see if the sleeve are the same, because if sleeve is different, if the specification is different, it might be not really on a center. Okay, that's the two pulleys. I would say, yeah, it has the same length. It feels like, they really feels like they are identical, because this is kind of OEM style, but made by no-name manufacturer. So I'm just wondering if like this diameter is the same. For that we'll take that replacement pulley and we'll see if it will fit. Yeah, it fits, but it feels kind of loose. Well, this one, oh, this is also feels kind of loose. So let's bring the measurement tool. Then let's check this one, the replacement. Like 303, and the one which was installed is like 302.9. So pretty much close, Then let's measure the distance. This 288 or 287, and replacement 287. Then let's measure the diameter. So the diameter for the original is 230, and this one is also, let's see, pretty much close. I would say this part is pretty much close, because if we will measure the outer side of the bearing, okay, I would say like 277 was on the replacement, and on the original, yeah, about the same, like 277. So basically I would say this part is pretty much close to the original. Even if you can see the number of the bearing on the original 6303 something, and here is 6303 something. And like if you see, you're moving this way, this one is kind of feels like with a resistance, while you're moving this one is like pretty loose. Not much, but still. So because this roller is making a sound. So now the next step, So I need to just apply this one to its like sitting place and connect it with this like metal and the bolt. But also I want to compare the bolt and this thing. So here is the original bolt, and this is the replacement bolt. So as you can see, the original bolt is shorter. And I also have some information on it, but the thread, I believe that should be the same. Okay, let me take the replacement thread and see how it goes inside. Yeah, this is the right thread. Okay, so now let's compare this outer part. And this one feels bigger on the original pulley, but this one, you see, is kind of goes inside. If the original has a diameter of number 264, then the replacement will have 269. So what I'm thinking, what if what is the like real difference? So if I'll put the original which came with this, it's gonna be like this. If I put the original one which was on the car, so it's gonna be kind of like this. So basically, I believe not really a big difference. So we're gonna put the original and also the original bolt. But in fact, on the replacement bolt, the threads are bigger. But seems like I don't think it's like very super that important, because as you saw, if I fully will insert it to this body, so let's say it was like this, so we have like this bolt, and if we'll insert it the original bolt, it kind of feels like it's not fully going inside. We'll see if we have this bolt fully inserted. So we're getting about 286. Well, it's what Titan, like 286. And if we'll take the original bolt and do kind of the same, so it's fully in, we are getting 292. So you see the difference that we have. So that's why, probably because these tensioners, they're supposed to be identical, so probably on the original supercharger pulley, so it's not going fully on the thread, because there is no way or how it could go. If I'll just kind of compare it, yeah, the body seems like are the same. I mean, like this part, it seems to be the same to me. I'll try to measure if I can get the axis. So there's approximately 299, and we'll check here. Yeah, pretty much close. Yeah, the fact that the original bolt is not coming up to this top, so it's kind of in the middle. So basically I think it's not that important which way to go, because this is just kind of metal shims, and if you insert the original, the replacement bolt, it will just go deeper, while the original bolt, it's not going that deep inside. This is the original bolt and this metal cover, so I decided to clean it before install it, and it is a number 10.9. Maybe there is a size of the thread or something like that, and I'm just going to install it nice and shiny. Put it back. So this is the replacement pulley, and this is how the original bolt and this washer looks like, and this how is the replacement one with the longer thread looks like. So you see sticking out more. Just wondering why the Mercedes has this bolt shorter. Why would they need that? Because if you look in this, it's only getting to up to the center of this middle part, and we leaving about 6 millimeters without thread. Okay, since this is a shorter, so I decided to put just very little of the thread locker, and I'll go install it this way. Okay, just like this. Now I need to torque it. We'll just go by hand without being crazy. Okay, probably not that much, yeah, but I feel good restriction, then I think should be enough. Also put some small amount of the thread lock. Okay, so now I believe we should be good, and this should not make any more the sound. Okay, now belt is on its place. Just time to release the pulley. And apply the tension. And that's how the new pulley looks after the replacement. Okay, time to start the car. Okay, let's put back the air intake, and we should be good to go. And some interesting facts. So when the belt are applied, it feels like it's not on center, but if you take a look at the original pulley, you also see that there is some gap untouched on the top of the pulley. So basically this situation is normal. So I'm gonna let it sit for 30 to 40 minutes because I applied a little bit of the tread lock. It's recommended, and then I'll start the car. So, and also after the replacement, this bearing, so it's nice and solid, it's not placed, it's completely stable. And here I put the old bearing on the replacement body, and you can really hear how it plays. So I think the reason why the original bolt is shorter, because it should provide enough strength, but at the same time, because these space are limited, maybe it's better for possibility of extract it. Because as you can see, on the original bolt was all the thread in, and I even has to use the impact to get it out. Maybe this was the purpose why they make the original bolt shorter, to being able to easier extract it from its sitting place. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, my another thought, what the original bolt is not getting fully in, because in case if you messed up the half of the thread, you can get the longer bolt and then use the left thread, which is about going to be the almost the 7-8 millimeters, that you can save this original tensioner. Okay, now it's time to start the car and see if we have any changes in the sound noise. Then I check it with my stethoscope, and at least I don't see any noise from this particular pulley. As you can see, that buzzing kind of sound still exists, which I was thinking will be gone by the pulley replacement, but seems like it's from something else. But I'm positive that pulley was also making some noise and it had a play, so it was worth to replace it. So basically this was a small project. So the pulley replaced in easy way. As you can see, it's very not hard task. It took me about, maybe without the filming, I would say maybe 15 minutes to do all this stuff, but I wanted to film it and show you the parts in macro, and you can see also the details, and can do the same simple job. Okay, if you like this video, if you found this helpful, please give it a like and subscribe.